All right, as I said, curtains are rolling. G20 Summit and India is prepared to host, from Rishi Sunak to Joe Biden. Joe Biden is finally coming. We know that for a certainty now. Lots of updates coming in by the way of the mega preparations for G20 here in national capital. Another update that is coming by the way of traffic advisory and this disruption in supply chains. It's going to be advantageous for those who are catering to people who will sit at home for the next 3 days, but not so much for those who are hoping that people will come and buy, especially in Delhi and partly also in NCR region, specifically for retail sectors, for shopkeepers, for people who are, distributing, or rather for shopkeepers of smartphones, white goods, FMCG, all of that could take a beating.
And mainly because most people can't take their cars out to go where they want to go because there are so many restrictions, across the city of Delhi. If you can't take your gadi out and go somewhere to buy something, you won't buy anything from FMCG to white goods. And everybody wants to go out and buy things because, we are at the threshold of the festive season. We're looking forward to Ganesh Chaturthi. We're kicking off our festive season with India's own G20 festival. I mean, the first thing to remember at this stage, Amit, please.
No, please go on.
I was going to say that, it's not every day that India has a G20 presidency.
Okay.
It's not every day the national capital is hosting something like this. India
is as big as this.
As big as this. So, it is going to be inconvenient for people in Delhi NCR for 48 hours. But the kind of name and game that India will get by hosting this, Joe Biden coming to Delhi, all big leaders coming to Delhi, meeting Prime Minister Modi on his home turf. We always talk about when Modi ji goes abroad, you have those NRIs, loving his presence over there and going and meeting Biden in America, Sunak in UK, all of that has happened. Now, this is all of them turning around and coming back to meet India on its home turf. It's a great show of ability as a superpower. And yes, the fact that India's rise as a superpower amongst global leaders further reiterated by the fact that China premier refuses to come for an event like this. That's another affirmation if you ask to say that, you think you're big. Yes, we are. So I think, all of this, I really hope, my only takeaway from all of this is, Shweta, that the conversations between Biden and Sunak that take place away from the main stage between Modi, our Prime Minister, and Sunak and Biden, and if we can look forward to a trade deal with UK in the future,
and the
if we can look forward with the trade deal with the US in the future, if this can serve as the bedrock for those conversations, I'd be extremely happy, Shweta.